Hi. Just three men with beards hanging around a table. Three equally handsome men.
Yeah, thank you.
We're all exactly the same in attractiveness.
Attractive people. Here's how this works. In front of us are two envelopes containing confessions. One confession is true, the other is a lie. Once you read your confession, the other two players have 45 seconds to interrogate you. They have to guess if you've been lying or telling the truth. Chris, you will go first. Which envelope should he open?
Let's go with one.
Oh,
What is
here
your
we go.
story? Okay.
My first job was cleaning out breast pumps.
For your first? That was your first job?
First job, yeah.
How old were you?
I was 14 at the time.
And was it just cleaning out breast pumps, or was there other aspects to the job?
It was repairing them as well occasionally.
You repaired breast pumps at 14?
Well, like any pump, you know. There's a motor with a belt, like a rubber belt, for the suction, and
do you know that?
make repair. Yeah.
Was this for human breasts or animal breasts?
Yeah, no, like you'd have pharmacies would rent them out, and so they could
They
come
would
back.
rent them out, because you
covered
don't
in
need
dry-
them forever, right?
No, so and they'd come back covered in dry milk. So I'd have a toothbrush, and I'd clean the dry milk off.
Dry milk?
Oh.
I did not think I'd hear the phrase dry milk today.
And you had a tooth. This is very interesting.
That was it? That was all we get to
We
ask?
have 45 seconds. We did it.
I think it's real.
You think his first job was cleaning up?
If it's not, he's a psychopath. If he made that
He
up.
was saying like where he grew up, like his dad had like animals and stuff around. So I'm thinking maybe.
But it's a human breast milk.
I think he's inspired by what he used to do with animals,
That's very smart.
and then change it to a lie.
You're good at this. So
Right.
he took almost the truth and changed it slightly to a lie.
I'm gonna say, you lie.
Yeah,
Did you lie?
I'll say lie too.
it was the truth.
I said it was the truth! You can't blame me! Why did you? I said it!
Where were you? Where was it?
So it was like Fisher and Paykel, I don't know, the company that makes fridges and ovens and breast pumps, and I literally worked for a pharmacy. They would rent them out. The machines would come back, and I would have a toothbrush, little spray and wipe, and dried milk covered in them. Yep.
One question.
Yep.
Do the women who use these breast pumps now know that Chris Hemsworth wants to clean their breast
Here we
pumps?
go. This is my turn. Here we go.
And can you buy them on eBay?
You can't buy them on eBay. Which one? Which envelope should I open?
Well, which one would you? We did two.
Let's go two. Let's only
Yeah.
do one for me, right? Let's go two for you.
Are you going to go into the? Yeah, if you go into the breast pump business.
No, it's just,
Dolph Lundgren once saved me from a bunch of coyotes.
Okay.
I mean, it's so ridiculous that I'd say no, but which means it's probably a yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So, how long ago did this happen?
Yeah.
I'd say early 2000s, 2002.
How many
2004. I was
coyotes?
on Saturday Night Live.
How many coyotes?
I don't really know, but it was definitely at least one scurrying.
So how did he save you? What did he do?
So
Wrestle?
you're saying Dolph Lundgren saved you from a group of coyotes?
Yes. Yes.
Wait, what?
No, not coyotes. I think it was more than one. I was
Coyote.
leaving a party, and I heard things scurrying,
What did he do? How
and
did
he
save you?
said, Jimmy, get in my car or something.
What?
Wait.
He said, hey Jimmy, quick, get in my car or something like that. There's coyotes. Or
So
something.
he knew who you were.
Yeah.
So you guys were hanging out, or just happened to drive?
No, I didn't know he was there at all.
He just.
Seems true, right?
Seems true. I didn't want it to be, but no. Actually, hang on. Hey, whoa. You're lying.
No, why would I do that though?
I feel like it's true because he wasn't sure on the year, and he's like trying to make us think that he's lying, but it's really the truth. He's like, let's say 2002. He's
No.
trying to.
I look deep within your soul. I
got
look
in there?
deep within. Yeah, you're lying to me.
You're right, it's a lie. How cool would that be? For a second, did you think?
Yeah, for a second I did, and then I looked at you know we played another game where it's like don't laugh. that
and I
game.
started laughing.
And there's something there that happened.
I was proud. Like I felt like I won my hand in poker.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, all right, here we go.
I'm gonna say, what did we just go with? Number two? What do you think, Chris?
I don't know, I just want to say this is great. So we're just hanging out, like three guys, no
Dudes.
cameras.
Yeah, don't
like,
worry about it.
All equally
cigarettes that smell
handsome,
good.
yeah.
Just fun. Number one.
All
Yeah,
right,
fun.
here we go.
All right, already you're lying.
I once tried to murder someone in Singapore.
Okay, hang on. Intention, like as in.
And this is going to air on television. You know?
So.
It's a big joke.
I didn't say I was successful.
What year was it?
I was maybe around 10 or 12 years old.
Okay.
So when you say murder, that wasn't self-defense. That's you were like out to get someone.
I
intentionally.
was the aggressor.
And you didn't like this person? You didn't like this person?
No, I like this person.
Why?
I loved her.
Why'd you want to murder them? Why'd you want to murder
I don't know.
Wow. And
What do you mean you don't?
How did you try to murder?
Strangulation, pretty standard.
Just because, or what, no reason at all?
Well, so I was sleepwalking, and as a kid, I wasn't allowed to watch horror movies, and this person showed me a horror movie.
Whoa. Okay, wait.
I want more than 45. I want
Yeah.
weeks with you. I really.
Something happened at the end there because all of a sudden it was, oh, I did it on purpose, and then you said you were sleepwalking.
Oh, that's very interesting.
So, go for it.
But now he's smirking, almost thinking that we're both going to say he lied. Because now, again, he's doing what I did.
Look at me.
Which is the poker face. He thinks he won. I'm going to say...
I think it's true.
I'm going to say it's the truth.
I
He
think
tried to
it's
murder
true.
someone in Singapore.
That is correct.
Never look at you the same way. What are you talking about?
It was my aunt. And I had little 10-year-old hands. I never had a shot. But I wasn't allowed to watch horror movies as a kid, and I was staying at her house, and she was like, "It's fine. I'll show you one. What's the worst that could happen?" And then I tried to murder her.
In your sleep, though. In your sleep.
In my sleep, and they woke me up, and I don't remember any of it, but I remember being like, things were weird at breakfast.
You remember what you tried to do last night?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, I'm glad we got to the bottom of these things. Thank you so much for playing. Chris Hemsworth, Kumail Nanjiani.
On and on and on. I said, and it's on and on and on.